Well, hello and welcome to From a Basement in Tulsa.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to me by NoCoverTulsa.com because they sent SickSea here. Hello, I'm so glad you're here.
Hello.
We're very excited to be
that loud?
here.
Yeah, welcome to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love Tulsa.
Yes.
I think I've seen you a couple times at Vanguard.
Oh.
Right? Or at least once.
Oh, that's
At least
awesome.
once. But my brain's broken, so
Well,
it's on repeat.
Yeah, we've only
forever.
played twice at the Vanguard. The first show was a total.
Oh, there were like two people
Yeah,
there.
it was like-
I think I was one of them.
Okay, so that one, and then we played with.
The second one was like a really big show.
Yeah.
We played with Attica and
There's actually a bunch of bands from Texas. It was
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
it was
It was
pretty
really
It
cool.
was
fun.
Texas and
San Antonio,
Oklahoma.
Houston, McAllen. Oh, that's from McAllen,
Yeah.
and then one local.
Was it Society? Society.
Yeah,
Society,
that's the
yes.
one I was
Yeah,
at.
Yeah.
They go pretty hard.
that was
Yeah,
really
they're
fun.
They're all
awesome.
good dudes, too.
Yeah.
And they've been touring a bunch. It's
Mhm.
good for
Really?
them. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
awesome.
they had just come back from a tour when we played with them. Something like that.
Oh, that's the band with Devo?
Devo.
Yeah.
Devo.
Devo.
His name's
Devo.
Devin.
Devo.
Devo.
His name's Devin, but he was my Devo.
It's Devon.
Pardon
It's
me.
French.
So where are you guys from? Obviously Texas, but
Well,
McAllen.
Cameron and
McAllen.
I are from McAllen.
Yes. Born and raised.
Yeah, and I was born and raised. This is Johnny. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas. So I'm
Yeah.
much cooler than these guys.
I better skip that. Will you introduce yourselves? I skipped that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my name's Johnny. I play bass.
Oh, my name is Cameron. I play drums.
And my name's Audrey, and I play guitar and I sing.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
You sing beautifully.
Yes.
You're beautiful, Johnny.
Oh, thank you.
Cameron, you're beautiful too.
Thanks. I was all here by myself, all alone, crying. Thanks, homie.
He's crying. You're crying,
I'm crying.
Cameron.
Got something in? Anyway.
Well, I'm so glad you guys are here and came to do my podcast. That's
Thank you for having us.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. We
Seriously.
love podcasts.
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know what those are. When I'm like, "Hey, come record my podcast," and they're like, "What's that?"
A pod what?
It's like a conversation that you load up on the internet, and that's really the extent of it. That's,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
I listen to one podcast, or two, but they do like user submitted theme songs, and I've done 4 for them. I just love. It's like the College Humor Jake and
Yeah.
Amir podcast. I listen to that one.
That's fun. I listened to a bunch of them. They kind of took over my list.
I need
'Cause
some recommendations.
I spend 40 hours a week at work and I have headphones, so
Oh,
it's
very
pretty easy
nice.
for me to just get in a large amount of podcasting.
Yeah,
Your
into my
day must
ears.
fly
I would
by.
do.
I also got to listen to you guys while I was at work too.
sweet.
Your album is on
Awesome.
whichever one is on Spotify or one of them
Yeah,
on
our old
Spotify.
one, but we
Actually-
recently put our new one back on because label issues. But our new stuff should be back on everywhere soon, hopefully.
Yeah. So keep an eye on all those Spotify-ness, like something.
iTunes,
websites.
Spotify, Amazon, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Word.
Woohoo.
What should people be expecting? Tell us about your music. What do you call it?
Ooh.
I call mine when somebody asks, like, "What kind of music do you play?" I'm always like, "Cheesy love songs," and that's
love
really
that.
the extent.
I write
That's
a
as
lot
far as
of
I
love
go.
songs. A lot of my lyrics are about emotions and love emotions. But we're always changing what we call it because it's really hard to call it something. But lately I've been saying alternative rock, indie, jazz.
Pop.
Oh, and pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's got the poppy hooks, you know.
We gotta try to fuse all those words together to one word.
Right?
Oh,
Create.
that is. the
It's like
mission.
jazz and funk. It's
All right,
junk.
jazz.
I got it. Good.
Wow. Hold on.
That was much
Thank
simpler.
you. That's awesome.
GEWD.
Clean my brain off the wall. You're blowing my mind right now.
It's all over your mic. Cameron,
Oh,
get
gosh,
it off.
look at that. Ew.
I won't tell the next person to use it.
Yeah, please. I'm a little ashamed
There's some
now.
brains on that mic, by the way.
I don't think I've used that mic yet since I got a pop filter on there. So that's a fresh pop filter for you.
Why?
Feel free to make out with it.
Isn't that
yeah.
fancy?
Nom, 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 nom. Why do I make eating noises? That's how I make out.
I'm gonna autograph it.
Well, how do you find each other? Being from different towns, or was it just
Oh,
playing
it's a
music
funny
together?
story.
Well, let
Even
me
better.
lay it down for you, okay?
Very white.
I'm just kidding. No, well, me and Audrey are brother and sister, and
So they met when they were like kids or something.
We met when
Somewhere.
Cameron was born in 1991.
somewhere around that time, and we became homies inevitably.
Forcefully.
Yeah, of course. Bible Ed, whatever that is. And then we met Johnny. We were looking for a guitarist, and we were about 8 pages in on Austin Craigslist music searches. And we found the perfect page, and we were like, dude, you got to be in our band. And we sent him a message, and he was like, I'm down. And
He had posted his own post looking for a band or something, and his influences were like the same as ours, and like his little biography he wrote was like super awesome, and we like connected with him right away, and it's been great.
When you were saying you found him on Craigslist, I don't know why I thought you were I pictured you searching through Craigslist personals. Like, hey, do you happen to play guitar? Because your profile is perfect.
First, it started off with a date, and then
I took him out to dinner.
eventually we got it was
Cameron was on Men Seeking Men.
and you had posted one in
So that's how we found you.
And I put at the very bottom, oh yeah, I also play guitar.
I was like, ooh.
Oh, my perfect date is to travel in a hot van across the state, and get to a gig and nobody be there, and
Yeah.
play for 4 people and spend all my money getting there.
That's the dream right there.
Dude.
It's so
That's what it's all about.
You're
it's so
hired.
romantic.
Bromantic. That was good. I'm going to
That's
put it in my
beautiful.
pocket.
Another friend of mine had a vocabulary that he would.
Vocabulary.
He just. It even gets better. He's like, I'm going to list all my pronunciations.
Was there a bro dictionary?
I think so. I can't. There's no way I can.
Brotionary?
Dude, get out of town. High five. That was too good.
I couldn't think of it. You did
Brotionary.
it. You got
You're
it.
not a bro, so.
Like, that's true.
No, I've read the bro code, and girls can be bros. It's in the book.
I'm a bro. If any girl's a bro, I'm a bro.
That's true. I could vibe with that.
I can't do it on
You can one-handed.
Yeah, it's one-handed.
One-handed and a piece.
my shoulders. Nobody can see what we're doing. Okay, we need to stop talking about what I'm doing.
Those hand signals are doing so well through the microphone.
Right?
And we're
Everyone-
actually all blindfolded right now, so it's perfect.
We're just laughing as a first instinct. That's what I try to do. Is like just assume everybody's being funny.
there's nothing like
Because most of the time somebody will be joking, but when they're like, "Oh, that was serious," it really sucks. But it's better than assuming somebody's serious all the time. I'd rather.
That's
just-
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's true.
it's like you've done this before.
Words of wisdom.
Well, this wasn't podcast talk. This is just real life talk.
Oh,
This is real life talk.
I thought you were joking just now.
But I also hope people like first instinct is to laugh while we're talking in the microphones because they talk about nothing serious ever.
What if they're blindfolded?
Well, you definitely have to assume it's funny.
Oh, man. This is a conundrum.
see, there you did it.
First instinct.
Hey! I'm down with first instinct laughs. Yeah. No, but so we found Johnny, and then we were actually en route to go record our first CD. No, our first CD under the label. And we're like, hey, man,
yeah.
you should learn these songs. And then it was like,
Well, like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
had messaged me it was 2 years ago, messaged me in May. And then the whole summer I was waiting. And I know, like, hey, you're going with us or anything. Anything. And then I think like 2 weeks before they were actually going to leave, they were like, yeah, you're going with us to Atlanta to record.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
big
remember
deal.
I was at work. And I was super excited. I had to show my coworkers and everything. It was awesome.
that's legit. I didn't ever known this. I've known this guy for 2 years. Yeah, that was amazing. And then he moved to McAllen from Austin
A year ago.
a year ago.
A little more than a year ago.
Right, now we all live in a trailer park in a trailer.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's
It's
really,
super
really.
fun.
Are
Yeah.
tornadoes a thing there?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
so flat. It's
Okay.
and we're in a valley.
Oh,
So
even better.
nothing creates in
Yeah.
like as in tornadoes.
Yes.
There's a lot of creative in McAllen. but
Yeah.
no creative
But the skies.
Nortados. Oh, I just said Nortados. Right now.
Sharknado.
Man, I am on top of this today.
I always call them naders.
Naders?
We got nadered on. And
So dirty.
well, like I don't know, maybe a month ago, that we had tornado warnings.
Nader warnings?
And I posted if these hashtag naders get really bad, you guys can come hide in my basement. And then I didn't realize till after I already posted it that like hashtag naders is a really weird hashtag in another language, and it's just a bunch of weird stuff going on.
Oh.
So like the rest of the night we were just talking about, holy cow, I don't know.
What's
it
a
was-
nader?
I don't. It has to translate to some other language.
Oh,
But
okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Not that.
Nader.
Maybe.
But it sounds like gators. So what if there's a place that has alligators and tornadoes? They'd be like, we got our gators, we got our naders.
Well, we got tornadoes and gators. Naders.
It's like Sharknado, but
With gators.
No one pity
Like,
laughed you then.
alligators flying around with wings and with chicken sauce talking to aliens.
The aliens made it. Thank you for the aliens.
Hey, I clapped to myself. That was fun.
Slap hands.
Yeah.
So how's your tour going? Is it just starting or
Yeah,
just
this is our day
this is-
3.
day 3?
It was interesting. The first day was awesome. The second day was
It was
What?
awesome until like
until we had to leave. Yeah,
till the
till we-
sleeping situation because
because we thought we had something like set, like we were gonna stay somewhere, and then that kind of fell through at the end.
yeah, and it
then
was like
that's never
3
good.
a.m. and we were like, well, and all the hotels were like booked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And we normally don't get hotels, maybe like one every tour, but they were all booked up, and so we just like slept in a Walmart parking lot,
In
and it was
Denton.
really hot.
for like
And-
a few hours.
Yeah, like 3 hours, I think. And then I had texted my friend and I was like, if you read this before 7 a.m. tomorrow, we have to leave at like 10 a.m. If we can shower at your place, let me know. And so we did, and we got to shower.
Yeah.
And
that saves the day.
It was
for
it
sure.
was
Oh my
pretty
God.
legit. Actually, I
I
woke
felt-
up and my pillow was soaked.
yeah.
It was-
I woke up and my arm was just covered in sweat, like beating sweat.
I was completely naked.
It got real. It got really real.
Yeah, but his clothes weren't sweaty. So.
Hey, throw them right on.
I'm
Sure.
smart.
No, we're actually running on like 4 hours of sleep right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so this would be so. If you're out there and no, but you should seriously like.
Bring us coffee. Just
Yes.
joking. No, I think they have coffee at the Vanguard.
They totally have coffee at the Vanguard. I'm just crazy.
I have some weird chocolate coffee that I just tried over
Whoa.
in the next room if you would like some.
Down skis.
We'll do that after this.
Absolutely.
Super down.
But
Yeah.
so
Oh,
now
the-
you're in Tulsa, so obviously your tour is going
Oh, yeah.
splendidly.
Yeah.
I would say the shows have been pretty good, and
Yeah.
we're excited because we're playing a festival in Illinois, and that's why we're on this tour. We're going up to Illinois, and that's like a 2-day festival. We're really excited. It's called Audio Feed,
And then you're touring forever.
and then we never stop.
turning around. Turn around.
Turn around.
You'll come back to Tulsa for Center of the Universe Festival,
Yeah,
right?
Which we're really
and we
excited
are
about.
incredibly stoked for that.
It's getting so super excited for that. They finally
Yeah.
announced all of the bands,
Mhm.
and we're
Yeah.
both playing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is this the
Yeah.
second annual or third annual?
This is second.
I was gonna
Second.
say.
So
Okay.
we have played. We're gonna have played every Center of the Universe
Yeah,
festival.
Consecutively.
But I'm like really
And
excited.
continue to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last year day 2 rained, so I got to play like 3 songs with our band, and they cut it off. Oh, it wasn't rain. There was some kind of storm warning where they legally
Really?
had to shut the festival down on the Saturday night. So they,
Wait, that was
Close.
that was
I don't
Were
last
you
remember.
not there?
We
Last
were
year.
there. We
No,
were there for both days.
I was in an outdoor stage, so they had to shut that down. Maybe the rest of the festival.
I
went on.
remember that, and it started raining.
Oh, it did start raining. We were loading
I
up.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow, I
I'm
Okay.
forgot.
so sending notes to the universe to not let it rain
Yeah.
this year because I'm on the same stage and
Don't
I would like to
rain
play a full
In
set
the center of the universe.
for sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna actually be home for a week, and then we're gonna go out again for that festival.
So you get to sleep in for a week and come out for this.
Not
Yes.
even. Hey,
Well
it's,
rested.
well,
it's go home, go back to work
For a week.
for a week, and then run back out for another week, and
Yeah.
then
Well, perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stoked. It's
That's
actually
gonna be
really
fun.
it's really funny because like when we first started touring, we do a lot of like 5-week tours and stuff like that, like real ridiculous, you know, really like push it to the limit, and then like. And then we did this one tour that was really short. And I usually when I come home from the long tours, I'm ready and I'm like excited to see everybody. And I did this short one, and I was like, it took me like a whole week to like get back into the flow of things because I
Yeah.
wasn't ready. I hadn't gotten my like my fun, you know, out of the tour.
fix.
Like yeah, exactly. Like my full fix out of the tour. It took me a long time. Then I was like, a week later, I was like, all right, I'm home. So now this is like a little break. You feel it. Get over it and you go back out. So I'm stoked.
I'm excited. 2 weeks seems like a good amount of time to be out.
Definitely.
That's the only tour I've done. I think I was gone 9 days,
Oh wow.
and that wasn't enough. I'd rather just never.
Was it the summer?
It was October of last year.
That sounds
Oh, yeah.
nice.
But
I
we went to
don't-
California, so it was pretty much summer.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
We just some friends had me come open up acoustic all the way up the coast, and it was my
That's
first
so
time in
nice.
California, and it was It
The
was
cat's
amazing.
pajamas.
Beautiful.
It was the cat's pajamas. It was
Those-
much better than sleeping in a van for 2 hours in the Walmart parking lot.
I hear you.
I beg to differ, just joking.
That's good.
I also just found out for Tulsans listening to this, if you're going to the Center of the Universe Festival, please buy your tickets now because July 12th they go up $10 more, and I'd much rather you spend that $10 on SickSea merch than
Heck
on
yeah.
tickets.
I'll definitely post that
I
because
support
I didn't
that
know that.
message.
That's the day we get back home, so I won't forget. I shan't forget.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Duly noted. I don't
Twice.
understand what that means, but
I don't know either.
it means at least 2 of you guys took that down.
Yep.
Here we go.
Noted.
Duel. Noted.
Like,
I get
and
it.
it's gone.
Got it.
Battle.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Aliens.
Exactly. Chicken
we're
sauce.
Battle aliens, chicken sauce.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to like on it. Nice. Every time I say he adds on
Gotta
the
finish it.
Wow.
isn't it? And
It's
then
like-
like I'll catch him and like well,
Everyone in conversation, everyone's like, but and then like, so you just add a simple hook.
and when you do it, notice that nobody's gonna notice that you did it.
Know that it's starting here.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't
You
know
should
that.
duly
When that's a
note
big
that.
Duly note that 6C is making that happen.
I was thinking about doing that, but I figured you guys might have a thing where you guys will do it a couple times, but if somebody else tries to come into the group and make the noise, you'd be like,
Excuse you.
Nah,
Did you
dude,
just me?
you were not invited.
No, I encourage everyone. If you listen to this, I encourage everyone to do the thing.
I hope that happens later, that somebody's going to be talking, because we still have plenty of time to forget that just happened.
That's
And-
true. We'll bring it back. It'll be like a joke, like a stand-up, comedy's routine. And they always bring it back in the end.
How do
so-
they
Yeah.
do it? It's like they're masters of words.
It's like they spent years and years writing it.
I know, or something.
I had a comedian on the podcast, and we talked about that. And I was like, I never really considered how much work that is.
yeah.
I just assumed they just got up there and started talking and happened to be funny.
Oh no.
But they probably spend as
I
much
think
time as-
it's like the delivery is like natural. Like you either have the delivery or you don't, and then what you have to work on. Your material.
writing.
Yeah,
It's right. It's like
It's like a musician.
yeah, like I listen to the Jake and Amir podcast, and they're comedians, and they do like tours where they do live comedy shows, and they're writers, and it reminds me of being in a band, like how we write songs, they write jokes, and then they have to promote, and then it's just so similar. It's crazy.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that.
Yeah.
And even on the local scene, like playing the same bars and knowing the same people, it was like
That's crazy.
Yeah,
weird.
We actually played a comedy show last tour
yeah.
in Ohio,
Oh yeah.
Ohio. No, Iowa.
Iowa.
Iowa City.
No, it was another Iowa.
Was it?
Yeah, because Iowa City
Something with a
was
C. Canton. Something.
yeah, I think it was Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So yeah, it was weird because we were the only band that played. It was like a comedy show, and then we played, and it was so awkward and strange.
it was like 10 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's
Super
more
cold.
awkward than watching a band who's like playing their first show because it's just you can't. I think the chances of you being really good your first time
Yeah.
or your first like 20 times is very low.
Or
So-
I pictured the very novice person trying to spend a lot of time moving on stage and not really paying attention to their instrument, because that happens. I just learned to never move, and I don't lose my guitar.
I'm telling you jokes, and I'm gonna stand right here in your face and tell you jokes.
I'm just gonna stare until you laugh, because eventually it's gonna get so awkward. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Super awkward for them.
So that's basically all of you guys' shows, right? Just
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're pretty awkward.
Just stare.
Stare at everybody while we're playing.
Yeah, we don't even play our instruments.
Yeah.
We just stand there and stare at people.
Actually, we have a competition, and who blinks first has to buy food.
oh,
I'm
What?
just kidding. That
What?
doesn't exist.
Oh my god! I was
It
like,
scared me. I was like, I'm not buying you food. I'm
I was like,
joking.
can I get a few blinks in before we start?
yeah, when does it start? Did it start already?
No, no.
Started
I haven't
5
blinked
minutes
at all.
ago.
I'm
I
not
haven't blinked
blinking.
this.
Started 5 minutes ago. John, you're buying us all food.
I haven't blinked yet. To this
No, it was 5
podcast
minutes
started.
ago before he announced it, and you were the first to blink.
I was not the first to blink.
We'll just make it.
Oh,
We'll make it the first time Johnny blinks. Johnny bites all of his food,
Perfect. I totally.
and then my eyes
agree.
don't have to get dry.
have eye drops with you at all times, just periodically dropping in.
Oh man.
I think that's pretty much a money episode right there.
That-
We need to make that into like an episode. We need to act that out.
So everybody who downloads this episode, write Johnny for your free food.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hashtag Johnny Free Food.
Just tweet at them.
Yeah, give me free food.
And they just start mailing you food. No, so much moldy food.
It's like Brahms burgers. And stuff.
Oh, that's not that bad idea.
But
That's-
that was a really good burger.
It'll take like a week to get
I never
to me.
think about how the restaurants that are next door might not be everywhere.
Yeah.
I just assume.
Yeah.
And I guess Quick Trips. Touring bands always talk about our convenience store being the most amazing
Oh,
thing in the world.
QT, Quick
Yep.
Trip.
Oh,
And they're like-
yeah.
Like that's the only reason we come to Tulsa because Quick Trips there.
Is that only in
Oh.
Tulsa?
I think it's all around Oklahoma now,
Oh.
but
I
don't
think
know.
there's some in North Texas. Yeah.
I think they're moving out. They're
Branching
doing their
out.
thing.
Yeah.
We got an In-N-Out in Austin.
Yeah.
They just got one. No, maybe not. Maybe it's something else in Tulsa. Never mind. I don't know.
Well, just wait until you get In-N-Out.
I had In-N-Out in California, and
How did you like it? Oh,
it was good, but I wasn't. I think it was overhyped.
You didn't get animal style.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Okay.
But
Hey.
there was also it was that afternoon we had ate some like tiny restaurants shrimp
Oh,
burrito
no.
thing. So
Oh, no.
like it was amazing, and then just a burger afterwards.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Can't
So-
follow up.
yeah,
It.
it's hard to follow up.
so, it's like it's just like this. One time I was playing a big Cane show. I don't know if you guys know anything about Cane's, but it's my favorite place.
Kane's
in the
Ballroom?
It's like yes. that
I've only
venue.
heard of like my favorite bands playing there.
Yeah. I was opening for a country band the week that their song went number one. So it was like a big deal. I was booked before the song went number one.
Wow.
So that was
Lucky.
that was excellent. And then they were playing an outside show outside of our big venue and then doing an after party playing after the country show here. And then they showed up late. So we had to push the show back. So all the people were there and they did their sound check with the crowd there. And like, so it's the
Oh,
full band
weird.
playing the most famous song on the radio right now. And then they're like, here's Jason.
Oh no!
So here's who's everybody's here to see. Okay, go play some songs with your acoustic.
Wow.
But it was still so fun. But I was like, while they were sound checking and the whole crowd was there, I was like, oh no. Oh, no. So that's kind of like what happened with In-N-Out. I had this
okay.
insanely amazing
That's a-
like we brought
burrito.
that
Yeah.
back.
I literally saw
Good
the
comparison.
entire thing in my
Awesome.
head.
Did you picture it?
Yeah.
You-
No,
they
I
were doing
did.
their sound check, eating shrimp burritos,
And then you walk out with your In and Out.
which
Full
is still
circle.
really good.
Yeah,
Just not a shrimp taco.
That's
understandable.
life. That's how it works.
It's hard out there.
We
you
just
know?
discovered it.
we did.
The secret.
Shrimp.
Ah, nice, nice.
Tell me about like previous tours and stuff. I'm super glad what brought you to Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
What made this happen?
Well, I think this is our like 13th tour or something.
14th
14,
on record.
15, something.
Yeah.
14th tour on record.
So we've been touring like 4 years and we've gone west 2 times, but we mostly go east and Midwest. And we started doing Tulsa, I think, like 2 years ago. And it's been a slow build, but it's been really fun. And we've met some of the coolest people here.
Yeah.
So we're super glad to be back.
I think we only played one time in Oklahoma City, but that's another
That
cool
was
city.
another really cool
Yeah.
show.
I just played a place called Bricktown Music Hall. I hope that maybe that was
Someone I think recommended that place the last time we were there,
It's-
but we played at the conservatory.
conservatory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. real hole in the wall. Literally.
I walk in there and I'm like, oh crap, why am I in this dirty place?
Yeah.
But I always have a good time. Like, it
Yes.
ends up being a
dude.
really cool
Yeah.
vibe.
It
Like-
does. It feels like a true venue that's
Yeah.
been worn in and has, you can tell there have been some amazing shows there.
Yeah.
Um,
Crazy
Like the
stuff.
bathrooms are terrible.
It's like, you want me to close? Oh, there isn't a door. Could you guys stand out here for a minute?
just kinda
All the stalls were all
stick your
taped
hand
up.
out there.
The bathroom door takes you outside.
Why'd we have that water drinking contest?
Perfect.
Yeah. It was
That's just a
awesome. Oh,
bad-
the last time we were there, we met this kid,
Oh
the
yeah.
Mumford and Sons kid.
Oh, this kid. He's
man.
he's a lucky dude.
Let's hear it.
His story.
Yeah. Why is this so? Like,
Um,
obviously,
no,
he met you
no
guys.
names. No names. You down?
Yeah.
name.
Well,
You don't
let's-
even know.
I don't even know his name.
Let's protect his anonymity.
Yeah. So it doesn't have people coming and stealing his stuff.
Exactly. That's not his name either. Figure it out.
His name is not Zachary Smith or
No.
anything.
His name is Egg.
That's not his name.
No, that's not his
His
name.
name is
either.
Egg. EGG.
Okay, for the sake of this,
Let's make up a name.
Egg.
Egder.
So
Egder, like.
this kid Egg that we met, really cool kid. He's just a baller.
Yeah, how old is he? He was like 16.
Like 16.
Yeah,
And
something crazy.
He looked older, I think.
He tells this amazing story. You see, I don't know how much to fit in here. I don't know what's acceptable on your
Okay,
podcast.
yeah.
Everything's acceptable.
Okay,
It's on the
okay,
internet.
cool.
So here we go. All right, so he shows up to Mumford and Sons concert with $100. Finds out the tickets are $200. Meets this random guy on the
Random
side.
guy, like, scalping tickets.
Yeah, he's like, got 2 tickets, selling 2 tickets, and he's like, how much money you got? And the kid was like, real smart, and he was like,
I have $80.
Was it 70 or 80?
No, I think he said he had $80 or something.
Oh, yeah,
$80.
yeah.
And then the guy was like, all right, I'll sell it to you for 60 so you can have 20 left over.
That's right.
And then he's like, all right, cool. So he got 1 ticket for himself. And then he ends up getting onto the grounds and finding some guy who's like selling pot. And he ends up buying pot. He spends the rest of his money on the pot from this one random guy. And then where does it go from here?
Okay, turning the lights down now. Smiling from ear to ear. No, I'm just kidding. No. What happens was that he's like walking around. Oh, okay, Mumford and Sons. If you hear this, I hope I don't screw you over on this. You know, I really
Yeah, it
hate-
wasn't Mumford and Sons. It
Yeah,
was.
It's totally like.
It was
I don't
It's
think
okay. They're not
Richard
even.
and-
They're
Yeah.
not even from the U.S.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're
That's-
untouchable.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
That's true. So basically,
This
what
is a
happened-
made up story anyway. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
That's true.
totally.
Absolutely.
Totally pieced together in my brain because I'm a genius. So he's like walking around, and then the banjo player or one of the members is walking around giving out T-shirts, and instead of walking up to him like a normal human and being like, "Hey, I like your band," he just like, "You want to smoke some weed?" And he was like, "Not right now, but come find me afterwards." And so he goes and he watches the show and he finds them. And then they ends up going with them to their tour bus and having this amazing experience, which, by the way, crazy chances of happening. He goes with them, and then he ends up going with them to this camping site where they give him a tent for free, the 10-person tent, just for him.
I think the
Yeah.
whole festival was like the whole show was like camping.
Yeah.
Well, they gave him a free tent, and then like they all took mushrooms and had a grand time.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's like 16-year-old
and then
kid.
he falls asleep in the tent, wakes up with a little baggie, and it says like, "Hey, thanks for being super awesome, man." And so now he's like in contact with them, and they just help him out, and it's literally like when he told me this, I was just like, for like the first half, I didn't believe him. Like I was like, okay, this kid's totally BSing me, and then after like midway, I was like, oh my gosh, he's being serious.
This is real.
This is real. this is real life.
He needs to be in your band. You need somebody with that kind of luck
Yes,
with you at
it's
all
just the
times.
luck.
Just follow us. Just
Yeah.
follow us. Oh my
That was
god.
interesting. That was
Follow
cool.
us. I tried to tell people a minute ago how to contact for the free food they're supposed to get. Will Twitter work? How could they follow? You said follow us, and I'm all like, oh, let's talk about Twitter.
Actually, they can go to MySpace.
I keep loading that up, and it has like my old band name on it still.
Right.
And like, I'm like, what are you supposed to? But now it syncs to any new songs I have. Still go to MySpace just in case one day something happens.
There's a
but-
fallout.
Well, you got to go to LiveJournal too.
Oh, I never.
And I'm just kidding.
I was like, did I miss a social networking
I'm
site?
totally pish poshing. No, that's real.
Yeah,
though.
you missed
LiveJournal
it
is
in
real.
2003.
I remember just being so slow about leaving MySpace. I was like, man, I
Yeah,
don't
me
wanna
too.
go-
Were you?
I'm not
Yeah, I
getting a
was the same
Facebook. There's
way.
no way. I don't want a Facebook.
Yeah.
But I have one.
You got to.
Got
I had hope that MySpace was coming back, but no.
Oh,
not
because
anymore.
Justin Timberlake bought it.
Yeah,
He
I was
to
like,
revamp it.
Let's do that. Let's
Whoever
get
was
some bulletins.
no, it failed. I went on there. I was so confused. I
Yeah.
had no idea how to do anything. Hey JT, I'm sorry, man.
It was just
That
weird because they put out
Hey,
the
bro.
beta version,
sorry.
which wasn't really functioning yet. Like you couldn't make a personal page; you could only have like a band page.
You can make personal ones now.
I don't know. I haven't gone back.
Everybody,
Going back.
go to
Come on,
MySpace.
baby.
Let's do it.
Let's
Meet
take
me
over.
there.
Let's take over
meet
MySpace.
you on my-
See you in 30.
I think it's still under Jason Ferguson and the Bro Hiram. So
Are
And
they the
what?
original makers?
Bro, what?
Bro Hiram, that the person with the vocabulary was in the band at the time.
Oh,
So-
great.
Gosh, there needs to be a band name.
It is a band.
It was.
Bro Hiram was Jason Ferguson and the Bro Hiram,
Oh,
which is a mixture of Bro and the Rohirrim from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I was wondering.
You guys can, I mean, I don't think he has it copyrighted, so you can have it.
All right,
Oh,
thanks.
we've
We're
been
gonna take
thinking
it.
about changing our
All right,
band
I'm
name.
gonna-
note to self, next
Copywriting
song.
it right now.
Next song, Broology. Bro Scofferson.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, but
Cool.
if you're like, are you talking about like the rest of the ways to get in contact with us?
Yes.
All right, yo, check it out. Let me drop it for you.
Please do it in a rap. That would
Okay.
be perfect.
Oh, you're rapping it though.
Twitter. Find us there.
Oh, okay, you do
It's-
beat, I'll do bass line. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Boom. Ba-ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-ba-dum, bum, bum,
Hey,
ba-da-dum,
we
bum,
are
bum,
SickSea.
ba-da-dum, bum,
You should
bum,
follow us
ba-da-dum,
on the
bum, bum.
internet.
ba-da-dum, bum,
If you use
ba-da-dum, bum,
something
bum,
called
ba-da-dum,
Twitter,
bum, bum,
follow us at,
bum, bum,
here we go. It's sick
bum, bum, bum,
slash C.
bum, bum, bum,
Spelled out. Sick. SLASHC.
What?
It's really hard to
That was incredible.
do. So Twitter,
How do you spell SickSea right
it's
now?
SICK and then SLASH for slash and then
Oh.
SEA for C.
I was
So
like,
sick
H.
slash
There's no
C.
H in there.
6
That's our Twitter. And then Instagram is sick_C.
Yep.
Good
Yeah,
job,
and-
Audrey, with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impromptu.
Yeah, that was cool.
no, I meant with the consistent branding and the
Pat
marketing.
your back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Different, but
Yeah, and then Facebook is just facebook.com/SickSea.
And
With
that's
no slash.
that's
anywhere.
No,
that's a C6.
just to make
We've-
it confusing for all of you
learned How
guys.
confusing the slash
Yeah.
is. We were gonna change the name, but we decided not to. But
His name is Gold.
we were just
Sauce.
like, it's just so difficult to explain.
Yeah, but I feel like if you take the time
exactly,
to get it, you'll never forget it.
yes.
it's true.
You get it, you never forget it.
So that was Cameron's argument the whole time, and we were like, it's just too hard. And then one day I woke up and I was like, SickSea is actually a cool name.
See clearly now.
You had a
The
realization.
dash is here.
Yeah, exactly. It must belong.
Huh,
Oh my gosh.
It's been-
Yeah, no. So just get on there, follow us, tell us what you
We're
what you want.
posting a lot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually just released a video on our Facebook of us doing an acoustic performance in a Whataburger.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It was
It was
fun.
just like, walked up to the employees, like, "Hey, mind if we play some songs for our friends?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And we played
Feel
like
free.
2 songs. Then our friend's band, Dizora played some songs. You should check them out. Little plug, Dizora.
Do it.
Do it.
And
It was because we
yeah.
had played our tour kickoff show that night, and then we all went to Whataburger afterwards, and we were gonna play in the parking lot acoustic, but there was like us and like one other group of people in there, so we were like, "Can we just play inside?"
Yeah.
And they were,
Yeah.
and they were, it was really cool. Like the video got really popular.
Yeah.
Some
That's
guy was
great.
like, "I wish that was my Whataburger."
Yeah. They were saying to do
It's
more.
awesome.
So we might do Whataburger sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Just copy Hot Topic it and do a Whataburger tour.
Ooh, that
What
would be
did they do?
sweet.
Hot Topic used to have bands come play in their stores.
Yeah.
We actually.
Oh, we did that.
Yeah, so-
Like-
We actually
like-
played
yeah.
in a Hot Topic. It was
funniest-
terrible. They wouldn't let us.
it was.
Oh,
No, yeah, like, I gotta lay this one down. My cousin's band, they requested, was like one of the first bands they let play in the Hot Topic, and they had a stage, full sound system, everything was mic'd, and it was super loud.
well,
and
they
it
were
just-
hard. They were a hardcore
yeah, like
band.
really, really heavy.
Oh.
And then so like we went up and we're like, we're really not that loud. You mind if we at least plug in, use my drum set?
This
at
was like
least?
a month later
Yeah.
where they booked us and we were gonna go play as
This
well.
is the this
but-
is the Hot Topic in McAllen.
Yeah.
But they said since it was so loud before, they weren't gonna let us plug in anything, not
Yeah.
even like a mic for my voice.
So what I had to do is she had her acoustic guitar not plugged in, vocals not mic'd, drum set with brushes, and I had to make my drum set as loud or as quiet as an acoustic guitar unplugged. And we were stuffed away in a corner somewhere
It was
just playing.
just a tiny corner,
then
like between clothes.
At the very at the
was
very
ridiculous.
end of the performance, they finally decided to walk up to us and they're like, "Yeah, we totally could have plugged you in. I don't know why you guys kept playing." I was like, "Are you?" Right now, my eye is twitching just so I get a little visual. Like, oh my god!
I was like losing my voice.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was so
Oh my
ridiculous. And like people like walk by and look at us like pets through the window, and I'm just like, what? You want to fight? Want to fight about it?
But this won't be the case at the Whataburger tour. They
Oh
obviously
no,
don't care if
They,
you're loud.
no, that's respect. That's
Yeah.
respect.
And we played acoustic
I use a little
in
box.
Whataburger,
Yeah.
and Cameron got a
Cajon.
a cajon. I'm just
Cajon.
kidding. A Cajun. It's a box Cajun.
Cajun because
The drummer of Well Hung Heart they were here. I don't know if you've met that band, but
Well
look them
Hung
up.
Heart.
They're amazing, and they'll be back for Sunday Universe
That
Festival too.
sounds so familiar.
We couldn't announce it back then, but they're from somewhere in California, and he pronounced it Cahoon, something. Cahoon. And I was like, I like the way you talk, dude.
Digging your
that's
butt.
probably like
digging
the proper
your
way.
butt. I didn't say that. I felt that would be creepy, but
I'm digging your butt.
You put your hand slowly on his arm.
on his shoulder.
I caressed
his-
his shoulder. I like the way you talk, dude.
No, you put your fingers on his lips.
And then you ran your
You gotta run him
I
down.
like the way you talk.
I got weird.
But keep talking.
But I
I like
didn't.
the way your lips move.
I'm still super amazed by Cajon, but I never realized that there were snares inside of those box drums.
Yeah.
I was like, how's that box making that sweet sound?
Sweet sound.
I assumed maybe just like some of the corners weren't nailed on or loose or something, so the air was slapping the wood.
It's
maybe
really funny because after a while, that's what actually happens. The nails get loose, and you get extra snare sounds from the screws, and it's like, hey,
Nice.
sure, I'm down.
Cool. I dig the snare ability.
Yeah, they have like all these different types really quick. It's really cool. They have like one with the bass pedal that runs inside of the box, and it has a hammer inside.
Oh,
So you can play like a kick drum with your pedal, and then just take care of the snare with your hands, and you got your snare right there. And then you have other ones where you can adjust the snares on how tight they are and whatnot.
That's really
They're-
Johnny
nice.
works at Guitar Center.
Okay.
Segue to what we
Johnny
do.
knows
No, I'm just
everything.
kidding.
So what he was talking about was the 300 series.
Be save, contra-doodle. That's horrible.
And it's actually pronounced Cajun. So
the way you talk.
Your
dude.
manager's just like, nice. Oh, full 180. That was beautiful.
I think the most useful statement somebody made to me when I was first learning hand drum things, because that was my first obsession as an instrument. He was like, you just play in the middle where they hit bass and play on the sides where they hit snare, and that's all I really learned about hand drums. And I feel like
works out.
there's some information for those that are learning,
Interested.
Struggling hand percussionist.
struggling with hand percussionists. They're out there.
Oh, yeah, it's so
It's a-
strange. Some people can walk up to it and know exactly what to do, and some people are like, I don't even know where to start.
I was one of those
Kick it.
No, no,
in every aspect of life.
just pick it up and they're screaming in the back of it. Just,
You gotta say that in the microphone now.
wait, oh, you just pick it up and start screaming in the back of it. Just,
But that's the real way, right?
That's how you do it. You scream
Yeah.
really loud and then you hit it just as hard as you can in the front.
You're supposed to hold it above your head and
Yeah.
scream up into it.
And then,
And then you
shake
kick it. No, don't kick it.
It's perfect. I think the first hand drum I bought was called a doombeck. Is that a real word? At least that's where I looked it up.
It's
It's like an Irish metal drum, maybe.
oh, that's awesome.
And it makes a really big bass noise. That's the only reason I want it
Dude.
in the middle.
Interesting.
I've never heard
Get
of
one.
this.
Is it made out of metal?
Yes, it's aluminum, and they had it was really shiny. That's really the reason I got it. It was, it's like, man, this is pretty,
Shiny.
and it's tiny, so it was only $60.
It's
so
really
it was
pretty.
in
You
the
saw
budget.
yourself in it.
Nice.
And then the guitar server on first band stole it.
Oh, I was just gonna ask.
Well,
do you
there's-
have
there's
any
a
other-
word.
Where is it? Where is it?
Wait,
Yeah.
there's a word for that. It's called a poop face.
Yes,
Just layers
That-
of poop
on his face.
on the face.
I forgot it at his house, and then I never went back. And I called him. I said, "Hey man, can I get that drum back?" And he's like, "No, that's mine now."
Oh, I'd walked over there and what? Snap, snap, snap.
That's so
Yeah, right.
messed up.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna have to get another one.
yeah.
Yeah. Or
How much was
we'll
it?
help you B&E. Wait.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Happy
whoa.
and eat.
Bacon and eggs? Hold on.
You can't steal that.
I know, I did. Dan Cook, I'll give it to you.
Really, I just wanted to kick down a door.
Oh no.
Got so pumped. I'm gonna give him a lava lamp. I'm done. That was too far. Too much Dan Cook
Yeah.
for one podcast.
This next hour is just Cameron reciting a Dane Cook
Dane Cook
I
stand up.
stand-up
I
comedy.
can do that too. Probably not with Dan Cook anymore, but a lot of times.
Have you
my
guys
first
seen
stop-
Rush Hour?
Let me tell you about the whole first scene of Rush Hour.
Johnny can quote all the Rush Hour movies.
Oh, wait.
I'll just like
Give us
Do a little part. Just
my
start. Do a
God.
little part.
no pressure. No pressure.
Oh, now I'm pressured because I haven't even done this
He's
in a
hanging
while.
on the banner thing.
I tell you what, I'll edit
my
in
God.
the soundtrack from Rush Hour. So it'll seem really, really.
Do it.
I can't do it right now.
It'll real.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
I mean, Johnny, don't do it. Everybody look away. Maybe he'll do it.
I can only do it if nobody's looking at me.
I found your drum.
I'll do it over here. So Jackie Chan.
So like
Okay,
Jackie
moving on. Not doing that.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's okay.
He's right. They're all going through his head
Yeah,
right now.
he's
He's
right.
just trying so hard not to say it. He'll just
No,
we'll
that's
be
all.
on,
That's all I can think about.
yeah, no, we'll be on tour and he'll just like start quoting it and like it'll be like 10 minutes later and he's still going and we're like, whoa, you really know these movies.
They're awesome movies.
It's not his fault. The movie's so great.
That's true.
It's a daily struggle, you know?
We should have those movies in our trailer. Just like
We have one of them.
playing. Oh, we do.
We have
Yeah,
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 1.
Yeah. We need 2 and 3.
That was the first rated R movie I saw in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine was Mars Attacks.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
My brother snuck me in. No, even better. It was Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh, my.
I
do
remember
believe
those.
You must have
times.
walked out of
I
there
do
making all sorts of words.
I
You learned
believe
all
I was
these
too
new
young.
That's awesome.
That's
What movie? I don't know.
first rated R movie.
I remember watching Mortal Kombat, and I wasn't allowed to. And I went to my friend's house and watched it, and I was like, "It's so bloody."
I don't
I
remember.
think the story's going on in my head, and it's probably true. But I believe I asked my preacher at the time what age, in his eyes, would I be allowed to watch a rated R movie, and he like got all serious on me. He was like, he's like, nobody's ever old enough to watch that kind of junk. And I do believe he added into a sermon and like made a big thing about this child asking him what's the correct age to be able to watch such vulgar movies.
All
least-
the adults are sitting there like awkward because they watch rated R movies.
Because they have
Like,
tickets to one after church.
they're like putting back in the
Ripping
pocket.
him into pieces slowly.
They're like trying to get a refund on the ticket they bought him.
You didn't want to. Okay, all right, that's cool.
no.
But I thought you're like someone's holding up tickets. Like, but I.
No.
Oh, no one could see that.
Oh, a hand coming down slowly after putting it up.
Just
No.
stop. Just
Okay,
stop,
I
yeah.
tried.
Move
I
on.
tried.
Valiant effort, Cameron.
Thank you.
That was a
Thank you
valiant
very,
effort.
very
Thank you.
much.
Though.
You did a very, very good job.
There was one man, one story.
I hope while you guys are playing shows from now into the future, it'll be Rush Hour commentary.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then
I gotta freshen up on the
have
movies.
you inserted that into like your stage presence? Like start talking, just try to make it go along with whatever you're talking about.
No,
Like
but
I feel like that would be
should.
wonderful.
yeah.
Thank you for this.
This
we just like put on these outfits and we started doing a skit of Rush Hour. It fits. It makes sense.
this band is
Oh,
so
yeah.
artistic and completely original.
How do they do it?
These jokes are so funny
Yeah.
and original.
The only thing that comes to my mind is the Heaven on Earth. The one where they go to this massage
Oh, yeah.
spa. Heaven on Earth massage parlor. And Chris Tucker's very happy because he just got in a fight with Triads after he just did karaoke. Whoop. The karaoke scene is awesome, by the way. Okay.
I don't
so they go
remember
to-
that.
Yeah, he's like, okay, let me go. No, I'm not going to go back. I'm starting here.
This is how you need to do it on stage, exactly like this.
They walk into the parlor. Okay, that's where the lady's like, he's like, you ever have massaged by Chinese woman before? He's like, no, but I heard it was the bomb. And then they unveil this curtain. The curtain unveils all these beautiful ladies, about 20 or 30 of them.
They're all Chinese.
They're all Chinese.
A lot of ladies.
And and the lady's like, oh wait, what? No. Okay.
Here it comes.
He's
Deet, 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 deet.
oh my god.
And here's our next song. Thank you guys so much for attending.
Like one thing of dialogue.
No, okay. He's like, okay, so Chris Tucker's figured out his girls, right? He's like, I want that one. And I hurt my back or my shoulder, so I need that one too. Is she good at feet? And he's like, oh yeah, she's good at feet. And then Jackie Chan comes up, he's like, what are you doing? She's like, and Chris Tucker is like, man, she said I can have any girl I want. And it's like, well, hurry up. And then Chris Tucker's like, man, you don't jump in front of a black man in a buffet line. Calm down. And then the Chinese lady's like, that'd be perfect.
Everyone's laughing.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah.
let's try it out.
Okay.
So-
And then she's like, your friend has big appetite, and follow her into the quiet room. And Chris Tucker's like, you can be in a quiet room no more. So they go cuts to the next scene, and then they're getting massages and whatnot. And Chris Tucker has like 4 or 5 girls massaging him, and Jackie Chan only has one. And he's like, Lee, how's your girl? Lee, what's going on? And then he sees the other guy walk by, and it's Ricky Tan, the guy they're looking for the whole time. He's like, that's Ricky Tan. He's like, that's Ricky Tan? That's a midget in the bathrobe. He's like, man, let's go bust him right now. He's like, no, I'm going to go get back up. So Jackie Chan goes, leaves. Chris Tucker's like, hold on, excuse me, I'll be right back. And he, excuses himself from all the ladies, and he goes up to him. He's like, Ricky Tan, come on, man, I've been looking for you everywhere. Let's go. He's like, oh, you're Lee's new American friend. He's like, no, I'm Lee's new muscle. Don't let this bathrobe fool you. And it's like a pink bathrobe. And he's like, I said, get up and let's go. And he's like, you Americans are so funny. And then Chris Tucker's like, he's closed his laptop. He's like, I'm gonna go on. Do we go to his laptop?
Do you remember the point?
There's no point. I'm just keep going.
I'm telling you.
There is no point.
That's it.
Goes to the laptop. He's like, and you Chinese people don't hear that well, little punk. Ricky, I said, get up off of that chair. And he's like, stomping on the laptop. And then, all of his goons, Ricky Tan's goons, get up. And they're like, they just all stand up, like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can say that.
Oh, nice. You can say that.
That's good.
And I've actually, before I went to pick you guys up, I was like, do I tell them they can cuss on the podcast? Or do I let it happen like every other episode where somebody accidentally cusses and asks, is it cool if we cuss? Because it's happened every other episode. So
Okay,
I'm glad that
sorry.
happened. Yes.
Good job, Johnny.
Okay, wait, I wasn't done yet. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's how it goes. I just keep going and going, and
And he'll just keep
Once
going.
you start the loop, you can't stop it.
yeah.
All right, everybody, go watch this movie and verbatim him.
and then just hang
test
out
him.
with Johnny, and he'll be your best
And
And
friend.
actually-
actually,
talk
the
about it.
timing is perfect too. Like if you were watching the movie and listening to you talk, it's actually
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
It's exactly on point.
Yep.
They
like-
could literally take the audio out, have Johnny speak it over, and it'd be
Exactly.
I like how you add in the description, like he's wearing a pink towel.
Yeah.
it's
It's
very
something you'd
visual.
only
It's very,
see.
very visual. I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about
Acting?
professionally reciting Rush Hour movies?
Oh no.
Oh.
You should do
You
an
should
audio
definitely
book.
consider it.
I should.
Audiobook.
Audio book of Rush Hour. That's perfect.
Do you listen to audiobooks at
Yes.
work? What books do you
Well,
listen to?
before I got into podcasts, there was a lot of audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
I started with all of the Harry Potters at work, so it was cool, like working on stuff while I'm chilling at
fun.
Hogwarts.
Hell yeah.
It becomes it.
Aloha Mora.
There was a bunch of them. I don't remember now, but a few of them. And then there were so many that I had to delete a bunch because my computer was full of audiobooks. But
Those are heavy.
luckily, the internet is there, and I can go get more.
Yeah.
That's a very good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
No, it's a.
Have you read the Enders series?
Yes.
I would listen to those on audiobook.
Yes, I did all of those on audiobook as well. And I keep telling people to listen to
Did
the
you like
second
the
one.
movie?
The movie was weird.
I loved it.
It was a good movie, but I had just finished reading the books and then the
Oh.
movie. Actually, I may have listened to it again right before the movie came out. And so I knew all the stuff that was weird. But it was still good. It was a
Yeah,
good
I
movie.
think they did a really good job for like
And that as an
the
adaptation.
situation. Yeah.
I remember while they were doing all the space stuff, I remember working on parts at work while I was in space with Ender. It was cool.
Wow.
Ender was chilling in my headphones and
God, that'd be so fun.
That's
I
awesome.
miss the
It's-
Ender world. I miss it. I want to read it over.
It gets crazy. If you haven't read the Ender books,
It gets
real weird.
It might blow your
It gets
mind.
super weird.
The ending is kind of mind-boggling. So
You haven't even heard?
No, I've heard the ending.
Oh, of the first book.
Yeah, of the first book.
It gets.
Oh,
I
it gets
like.
more.
I think I.
Yeah,
I didn't read all of the series. I think I read or listened to the second one, and then the third one. I was like, this is. I'm so lost because you have to. I still have to have.
You really have to focus.
I have to have some piece of my mind at work still.
Yeah.
So,
No, you have to focus so hard on the book.
because it switches places.
It's
a lot.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think I've gone into like the fourth book of the Ender series, and then like 3 books on the Bean series.
I didn't even know there was a Bean series.
You should read at least the first Bean.
It's like the whole story
Ender's
through
Shadow.
his vision, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bean. The first one, Ender's Shadow. It's like the whole Ender's Game book, but from Bean's point of view.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Thanks for being here. I have to go.
And we'll see, the show's canceled.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
No, actually, you want to hear a joke?
Certainly.
Okay, did you hear about the guy that got his left arm and left leg chopped off?
No.
It's okay because he's all right now.
That's the third. Cameron's gonna pass these jokes off as his own.
Or not. That's why I got that from Adventure Time.
Oh, wonderful. I like Adventure
Oh,
Time.
yeah.
I love that show. Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's awesome. I'm so.
So you live here?
I live here.
It's a pretty sweet basement.
I do like it. I think they finally fixed the flooding, which was the only thing that was going to be a problem.
Is it like cascading down your steps or what?
A little bit through the steps, but a hole in the corner over there would have streams of water coming in. It would go straight. There's a pump that pumps it all out, but it would go straight to that. But still, there'd be water everywhere. And one
Yeah,
day,
that
I
would suck.
didn't know it was going to rain, and I left my guitar somewhere. And I woke up at 4 a.m.
No.
Luckily, and it was. If I would have slept another hour, it would have
Oh my god.
ruined it. And I was like, we have to get this fixed right now.
Yeah. We don't have basements at all. Like, I don't know a single house that has a basement in
We don't
Texas.
really have no reason.
All of Texas?
They're not popular here. I
Wait,
don't know.
wait. San Marcos.
Well, there's some.
Oh, yeah.
spots-
Okay,
I think
well, at
it's
least
like
in
the
the
lime.
valley.
I think it's like limestone or something under, like in Texas, some spots where you can't really dig into them. So
Oh, that makes sense.
something like that.
I heard a guy, he was telling me, and I don't know, I think he's a pretty believable source. The reason basements aren't popular around here is because it's just cheaper to build
Up.
sideways than dig down. But
That
then
makes
you,
sense.
then you don't get basements, which is lame.
I know.
Yeah, basements are awesome.
It's because there's so much room.
Yeah, they're and also you can practice and you're surrounded
Oh,
by
man.
concrete.
Yeah.
You can be as
Our
loud as you
friend-
want.
Our friend in New York, Peter, he went on our February tour with us.
Peter Finnan.
Peter's awesome. But he lives in his parents' basement, and it's like a whole apartment. And we love hanging out with him there because it's just like you're in New York, and you're in this really nice basement, and his parents are so nice to us, and it's just
beautiful.
nice because
Yeah.
I feel like we're so lucky to have a friend who lives in New York, because I feel like it would be really hard to find a place to stay.
Yeah,
And
it's a really,
it's
really
the
nice
coolest
place.
basement.
Yeah.
It's a really good look.
Like first time I came down, I was like, "What? Is there a staying?" He's like, "Yeah."
And then we've stayed in we've stayed in the nicest of basements and the worst of basements too.
Yeah.
Hopefully mine's somewhere in the middle.
No, we actually.
Yeah.
I want to be average.
Yours is
No, this
definitely
is awesome.
there's unlivable, and then there's really nice.
I think hands down worst basement we ever slept in on tour was at a venue, and it was so bad that every couch smelled like someone had just peed on
Oh my
everything.
God.
Chicago.
And then to make it even worse, they had to lock the door to the basement that we were in
Like while we were in it.
while we
It's
were
like-
in it,
Oh, no.
which made no sense to me at all. I don't think they just didn't want us walking through the whole bar at night or
the
something.
whole
Oh.
the whole venue was like, we would have had full access to the whole bar or whatever
Oh,
if
yeah.
we were bad kids or whatever. But
So,
they were like, we're gonna lock you in this basement.
Yeah, so they locked us in. So we had a little tiny bottle of Febreze and just coated everything in it.
Yeah, we had a little
Yeah.
bottle of Febreze in the van, and we everywhere we were gonna lay down, we just
no.
sprayed it.
That's so weird to me.
So that just kind of
How well do you know this venue owner?
Not at all.
it was in Chicago. Yeah, so that kind of sets the tone for worst basements. So we've
sure.
pretty much seen everything in between.
That's the worst, and then Peter's is the nicest.
Yes, it's quite
Indeed.
fun.
Way to be Peter.
But basements
Yeah.
are so fun. Like I wish we had basements because
We should just do like New Orleans and build on the ground and then put the house on top of the basement. Because New Orleans can't dig below.
but they don't have basements.
Yeah, technically they do. Isn't that considered a basement?
Well,
The shotgun houses.
No. Like how you look at the house and you'll see like the bottom layer and then like that's the house on top.
Oh, is it because they when you go into the house you walk upstairs to go inside? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you have to go to the basement.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's really New Orleans. It's super cool. They actually have a law where you can't make if two houses are next to each other, they both can't be yellow, and you can't have dull colors. It has to be like purple or yellow or like orange or something really bright, and nothing can be the same.
What?
All right, that
Are you
seems
making
fancy
that
enough.
up?
No, that's a fact.
That might be
Factivity.
just in a little spot.
Oh, probably in, like the historical
I don't know if that's
area.
like only.
No. Sorry. I wasn't really fully clear on that. No. Yeah. Sorry, and like
All
a
in New
law.
Orleans.
It's a law in
everywhere.
Louisiana.
Oh my god, I probably look like a foolerizer.
You sound like one.
I was gonna say polarizer.
I'm really glad.
Well, I'm really glad you guys came to
Thanks.
my podcast.
We're
I had a
glad.
great
Thanks for
time.
having
Yeah.
This is always so fun. It was just random ideas. Like, let's get people to talking to these things, and we'll put it on the internet, and I have a blast.
And let's quote
So-
Rush Hour. 3 hours.
Thank you for being on the Rush Hour podcast.
Oh,
So-
man. I wish I was prepared for that.
and
Next podcast we do, I'm gonna be prepared.
and again, where can we find you?
Find us on-
SickSea.com. Is that a thing?
No,
Not really.
It
Wait,
used to be a thing.
it will be soon.
Just go to Facebook, facebook.com/SickSea or SickSea.bandcamp.com. And we're on everything, really. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Vine. What's that? Dating one?
Oh,
Tinder.
Tinder.
I was just joking.
I'm the only one that's not. But like the coolest thing is if you go to our Facebook, that has a link for everything you need to know for us, like to find stuff. And
I would just go to the Bandcamp, SickSea.com, SickSea.bandcamp.com. I think it has links to
Yeah,
everything.
there's links to everything.
and keep up with us. We post all of
Beautiful.
our stuff. Find
And
us.
we'll see you guys at Center Universe Festival.
Yeah.
All right, see you
Yes.
there.
Are you Friday or Saturday?
Saturday
Saturday.
Where again?
at Majestic.
Majestic. Man, that's gonna be so fun.
Saturday
I'm
At Majestic.
I'm gonna
Majestic.
I'm gonna add you guys to the reminder
I'm pretty
on my app.
on the
There,
book.
on the Center Universe app, you can like tap a band, and it says, "Do you want to attend? And would you like us to remind you?"
What?
So it'll like since there's
That's awesome.
100 bands,
Are you
and
serial?
it'll pop
Serial?
up and saying, "Hey, you're supposed to go see SickSea at Majestic right now."
And that's
Awesome.
is that a COU app?
Yeah, Center Universe Festival.
Okay, I'm totally gonna download
Yeah,
that.
do it.
I haven't gotten to look through the bands yet, but I'm very excited about the headliners.
Yeah, the headliner's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
Space Capone. It's gonna be
Which
a
is-
funky dance party.
Oh yeah. if you
Last
haven't heard of
year,
Space
did you
Capone-
see the headliners last year?
I saw One Republic. I was setting up for Neon Trees. I was
Oh,
setting up
okay.
my show, so I didn't see
Right.
them. But I saw One Republic.
We saw
Mute
OK
Math.
Go. They were
Okay,
amazing.
go. I saw them. I saw
Mute
like the end of
Math.
their set. I think.
And then I was so close up to like right in front, and when they called someone that needed to play, they needed someone to play guitar or something. I was totally close enough to like just
Dude.
go up,
Oh,
I
I
forgot
had
about
so
that.
a scenario like that where I was seeing a band and they asked somebody to sing with them, and I was like, "What if it's like a song I don't know of theirs?" But like I knew almost every song, and then of course it was a song I knew every single word to, and I was like, "Oh, I should have done that."
Oh.
And then they gave that person that sang with them a free signed guitar.
Oh my god!
God.
Oh my god!
Oh
serious?
my god.
But yeah,
That's a good idea for us.
Yeah, what band was that?
Come on stage.
it was Red. They're a sort of I would think they're considered metal band.
Oh,
They're pretty
wow.
big.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Just
but
trying to
it was a soft piano song that I knew every word to. So you're playing Saturday, July 26th at Majestic, Center of the Universe Festival, and there's something weird there. I guess when you get a ticket, they give you a wristband that has one of those chips that will connect to your Facebook, and even if you want your
What?
credit card, so you can just walk up to the bar and be like, "Yeah, I'd like this." Bleep. Whoa,
What?
isn't that crazy?
I think downtown Tulsa is like the most.
Technologically savvy.
I don't know. Like every time we come, it's cooler and cooler. they're just adding things. Like today we were driving and there's like a new fountain that's not just a fountain, it's in the middle of the intersection, so you have to do a turn, like what are those called?
A circle drive.
The circle, yeah, that we have to
Things.
go around the circle. You have to go around the fountain, and it has like lights that they travel around
With
the
you?
fountain. No, it's just like a constant light that goes around and
It's
around.
just like, hey, just in case you didn't know.
I was like, I wonder how
supposed to go
many
this way.
people have driven into this fountain.
And the thing with the knocker thing, that thing's
Oh,
awesome.
the center of the universe
Center of the
thing.
Universe,
Yeah.
Yes.
The actual center of the universe. That's so cool.
I think OK Go played a secret or after acoustic set
Shut
last year.
up.
After they left, they went and played.
We want to do something.
Was it
like
OK
that.
Go? It may not have been.
We
OK
were gonna
Go.
do that.
We were thinking about like we should play in
playing
that
right
area.
there
yeah.
on the.
We did that one time, and it was just like a large group of homeless people showed up, and it was awesome. It was so cool.
That sounds
It was
cool.
It was a lot of fun.
We're gonna do that then.
Yeah.
But thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having
Yeah.
us.
I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys.
Good,
Had a
us
great
too.
time.
We'll see you soon.
All right,
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Thanks again to NoCoverTulsa.com for sending SickSea here. Please go like From a Basement in Tulsa on Facebook and subscribe on iTunes. That'd be super cool of you. Here's SickSea with their song Mermaid off of their Moral Compass EP.